Millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Make him work. When you get close, he can't fucking fight in the inside. Trust me. How long you been trusting me? Get close to him and just keep poking. When I say penitentiary, put that knife in him. Put him in him. I
know this. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah, yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, now we them niggas. And now we rich now. We got money. I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up from nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young rich nigga.
Separate yourself.
Yeah, I ain't playing with your ass. Nigga, I ain't playing with your ass. You chasing greatness. You got greatness talking to you. Become great. Non-stop. Keep the pace.
I'm telling you.
Yo. What's going on out there? Y'all already know who it is. It's your boys, the Rize Podcast. Right back at y'all with another one. How y'all doing, man? God bless y'all. Each and every one of y'all in the chat. Oh, man, we made it to live to see another day, so be thankful, humble, count out blessings, man. A lot of stuff happening to good people, minding their business. So, just stay prayed up, man. Just keep pushing, do the best we can. That's all we can ask of ourselves. All right, y'all, it's Monday night. Let's get this thing chopped up. Y'all know how we do over here. Make sure y'all show courtesy and smash that like button on the way in the door. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the Rize Podcast. All right, y'all. 5-time world champ. 4 different weight classes. Y'all see the shirt. GTD Promotions. One of the best knockout artists to ever step in the ring. I don't care what they say about him. You know what I mean? Definitely going down as one of the pound for pound greats in his era. And it's not easy knocking people out. You don't see nobody else doing it. Even though I know everybody else not knockout artists, but if you don't belong in there with him, he getting you up out of there. 5-time world champ, 4 different weight classes, first ballot Hall of Famer, Baltimore's own GTD Promotions, redesigning minds one mind at a time. We know a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Shout out to www.kenichibad.com. Use code TRP, you'll get 15% off. Also go over to www.miakillerb.com. Go over to Mia page. Support her in her merch, in her journey, her boxing journey, and keep her in y'all prayers, man, so she gets successful surgery. And shout out to Richie Baby for the 5 edits and intros. R.I.P. to John Boy, R.I.P. to Miss Tanya Vandross Jr. May y'all rest in peace. Y'all will be truly missed. Truly missed. Shout out to Bad Girls Promotion feature Miss Nikki, aka Miss Olivia Pope, Coach Brandy. Can't wait till she do another one of those bangers. I ever come across me a nice number. Man, Miss Nikki gonna do a show. We gonna dial it up. Shout out the Four Corners Boxing featuring Maurice and Jenny Jones. Go over there every Wednesday night, the 15 rounds of boxing, and check them out. Shout out to Just Two Boxing, Hardcore Boxing News, Ant McQueen Boxing, Ayo Clothing Line, Pro Soul Boxing Gear, and Clothing Line, Under Armour. Thanks for all that you do. Stretched Out Boxing, Miss Mona, Cal Alcooler, Gregory Pratt, Joshua Furlong, Trucker Sally, Chris Trucker, Melody Queen, the best moderator, Daryl Hopkins, Abdul Malik, all of y'all sponsors. The Boxing Source, B&B Boxing News. The list goes on and on to the break of dawn. Don't forget to come down to 1901 Pennsylvania Avenue. Get your Shari's Essentials 12 rolls for $7. $7, $7. Holla for that dollar. $7. $7. 12 rolls for $7. Last but not least, official gear boxing, all the fighters wearing it. Stop playing with me, man. You know who it is. Coach Squeeze up in the building with some freshies. Those shirts nice too. They thick. They thick too. They ain't no chump, man. They good material too. Y'all can say it with me, man. Box raw. Oh man. Ace is the place of the helping hardware store. Do Malik, Daryl Hopkins. Stretched Out Boxing. Melody Queen 27, the best moderator in the game. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way in, please. And thank you. Be sure to like and comment and subscribe to the Rize Podcast. Cash App, $GEESSUS, Coach Squeeze. To support the channel, get your merch at therizepodcast.com. What's up, y'all? Be more in the building. YouTube 91. You entitled to your opinion, champ. Make sure you hit that like button too, champ. You're entitled to your opinion. You're entitled to your opinion, man. I ain't mad at you. Yup. You ain't like you calling him out his name or nothing like some people come over here and do, because we getting you up out of here. But you expressing your opinion and you say he fought a bunch of bums, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you, champ. Tupac. I ain't mad at ya. Daryl Hopkins. Oh man, let's give it up for Daryl Hopkins, y'all. Congratulations. I thought it was me. For as long as I can breathe, you'll always be the one for me. Congratulations, champ. Congratulations. You know you got to put the measurements up, the weight, everything, the date. You know we got to play that. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, congratulations to Daryl Hopkins, man. Ain't nothing like it, man. Ain't nothing like it. Dorian Brown, what it do? Ain't nothing like it, man. Michael Brown, what it do? Tony Smith, what it do? Yeah. What it do, y'all? Make sure y'all smash that like button on the way in. I came to the door. I said it before. I never let the mic magnetize me no more. Yeah, man. Anthony Joshua versus Fake Paul. Can it be a mega fight? No. And now over there in his where Anthony Joshua from, there's always a mega fight over there. They support you whether you win or lose. Yeah, they've been big supporters of Anthony Joshua. So, you know, he should be hurting for no. He ain't hurt for no money. He ain't hurt for no money, yo. They packed the joint over there, man. 2 bombs at a liquor store could fight. They'll pack that. Yeah, they don't give a damn. They love boxing, man. Is the weight too much for Bud? That's the title, y'all. That's the remain to be seen. I can't predict that. Anybody in here could predict that? Miss Mona, help me out. The title say is the weight too much for Bud. Help me out, Miss Mona. Give me your professional hypothesis, because that's something I can't know until the punches start being thrown. Yeah, that don't I won't know that until the first couple of rounds. I won't know that. Let me answer that question at the Canelo put hands on. Then I'm going to answer that question. But Michael Brown said Bud gonna whip his man. I just try to keep it real, man. Yeah, I keep it real. Y'all know I'm a Bud Crawford fiend. Y'all know I'm a Bud Crawford fiend, yo. But I'm gonna keep it a buck too. I'm gonna keep it a buck on my predictions. I tell you rather if I like somebody or not. You know, I let y'all know if it don't got nothing to do with boxing. I just don't care too much for their personalities. But y'all know that I'm a Bud and Canelo fan. Those two of my favorite fighters of all time, going up when it's all said and done, and especially in their era. Two of the greats. Bud tough though, man. Bud tough. Bud tough, man. I'm telling you, and Bud got a lot to prove, man. Ms. Mona say right. I think Bomac and Bud's team will have him at the right weight. Michael Brown said, I tell you now. He had 2 years to build that weight and muscle. Skills pay the bills. Easy work. Stay out of the way. Easy work. Yeah, well, yeah, Bud different. I mean, you know, hey, y'all know, man. Y'all know I'm a Bud, man. I like both of them, man. But I like to see Bud. If Bud pull it off, say it like this. If Bud pull it off, I wouldn't be mad at all. I'd be happy for Bud. It's hard to do that. Sugar Ray Robinson was one of the last ones I can remember to ever do that. And I'm sure other people done it, but I can't really think of them in hindsight. But if Canelo win, it's going to be a narrative He should have won. Bud came up 2-3 weight classes to fight him. He ducked Benavidez. I ain't impressed. So it's a two-edged sword with Canelo. I don't know, David, but I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know if they getting drug tested or not. Michael Brown, man, I know Spence ain't Canelo, but he beat the brakes off Spence. I went broke and they ain't never going against that man. Win, lose, or draw. Yeah. Well, I know a lot of people would say, not to deflect too much, but a lot of people would say that I was hating on Earl and bashing Earl, and they trolled me when Derek James came on, and I told them that is no bells and whistles when it come to Earl. Just a solid North and South fighter, and he was bigger than mostly everybody. He was bigger than everybody, you know. And I mean, he had it going at one time. But what happened? The world came tumbling down, and people throw you right to the curve, man. All that work he's supposed to have had done. Yup. Yup. Real Reef. Who got hands? BKNY. Brooklyn, New York. The weight ain't everything. The technique generates power. True. True. Definitely true. Yup. Yeah, man. Definitely it's just, I don't know, man. Styles make fights, and you know, we know that, man. There's some fights. But that Metro Mall fight, Bud ain't look his best. I mean, I was on my edge of my seat watching that fight. But you know, that's just the name of the game, because Metромorph was irky jerky. He was irky jerky type style, and he made Bud work for that. He made Bud work for that. Yup, he made Bud work for that, man. He made Bud work for that. Yeah. But yeah, Aunt McQueen in the building. What it do? Yeah. Technique does generate. I mean, technique is technique. I mean, yeah, throwing the right punches do have a certain velocity and torque on them. They definitely have certain I'm watching Bud and Metromorph now. Bud boxing nice, on the move, counter punching. He's staying in southpaw. He turning real good. I was seeing how this fight, what it do, I drive old cars, how this fight gonna play off. Bud gonna be Metromorph in this fight. He gonna be Metromorph. Irky jerky type style. Miss Mona say PBC dropped the fight. I haven't watched it yet, but when I do, it will be with no sound. Yeah, Bud keeping his distance with Metromorph. He ain't mixing it up like standing there toe to toe or whatever. He's circling, popping the jab. He moving. Bud is moving. Bud Box is smart. He moving, and this is what he gonna have to do with it. He turning Metromorph. Metromorph coming forward. Bud ain't really hit him with nothing yet to make him respect him. He jumping in and out. Yeah, this looking just like the fight gonna look. Oh, both of them. Bud just caught a right hand from Metromorph straight down the alley. Bud ain't stay still yet. All this Bud gonna walk. And you know I'm a Bud Crawford fan. If he ain't dug walk Metromorph, he definitely ain't dug walking no goddamn Canelo. Y'all need to stop that. I drive old cars. If you rewatch it, Bud did his whenever there was openings, but he controlled the fight. Metromorph never committed to anything. Metromorph touching Bud with that right hand, though. Bud catch him with a quick pop. Yeah, Bud's smart, though. He boxing real smart. He moving, but he not doing too much moving. If y'all getting what I'm saying, he moving just enough to get his offense off and make Metromorph reset. This I'm telling y'all, yo, mark my words. This is a preview of that fight. All right, let me bring them on in. The one, not only my partner in crime, y'all already know. the father, pet lover, cat lover, dog lover, any workout enthusiast himself. The one, the only, the tactician on his rebuttals. Damn, Devin Haney looked like he light heavyweight. Brother Ant McQueen sitting in the audience.
Said Devin Haney looked like a light heavyweight. What are you watching?
Metrimorph and Bud
Oh
highlights.
yeah. Bud was in the audience, right? I mean, Devin was in the audience.
Yeah, he could have fought Bud that night. But you ain't gonna. This is a good gauge. This is a good. I'm telling you now, this is a good fight to gauge how that fight gonna look. I'm telling y'all, man. Mark my words. What's going on, Ant?
Chilling, man. Chilling, man.
I know you've been listening up to date.
Yeah, I drive old cars. He made a great point about the Madrimov fight.
What about it? I read it.
Richie Baby, what up? Nah, but he hey yo, Richie Baby made the theme song. Not you. I'm talking. I think that was Fat. Was that Mosley? Richie Baby made the theme song. I put on for this. It wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. You know what I mean? I had to put these people on the house, Richie Baby. They not familiar with your work, yo. They not familiar with your work. Had to let them know. The theme himself. Nah, but Madrimov could never get his offense on track. Madrimov can never get his offense on track. A lot of it had to do with that rhythm step. He put his lead out, bring his lead foot in, and then boom. Then he attacks. But peeped the rhythm from the jump and was able to just put the jab on him every time he tried to establish himself. Madrimov is a guy who's generally a lot more offensive.
Wasn't that a part of I think that was a masterful game plan on Matrimov's part to keep moving and irking and jerking. He didn't give Bud no stationary target. That's what I'm watching. And when he did,
he allowed himself to get control though. That was the issue with it, because he's a dude that usually throws a decent amount of punches. In that fight, I think in all but two rounds, he was limited to like 23 punches thrown per round. And the times when he was able to generate offense, it was when he went off rhythm. And then he would land an occasional right hand, but outside of that, he never really got anything going with any type of regularity.
This is a tough fight I'm watching. That's a tough damn fight.
You watching the highlights or you watching the whole fight?
I'm watching almost the whole, these highlights covering the whole fight.
Because Madrimov did not get any offense going outside of an occasional right hand.
Wow, I just seen Madrimov hit Bud with a left hand.
He barely got anything off.
Okay, that's what you saw. That ain't what I'm seeing, champ.
Yeah, because you're looking at the highlights. That's what I'm saying. You got to watch the whole fight.
Like, this the highlights.
I'm talking about the whole fight. 36 minutes. Not 12 minutes. 36 minutes. The whole fight. In the highlights, they're going to show you all of the punches that landed. But there was a whole lot of times where that man had to, what's the name? He had to reset.
Hey, champ, I'm going to do this. I'm going to just say to you, I respect your opinion, bro. But
or we could even do it even better.
Bro,
you could come over to the casuals corner and we could put the whole thing on in its entirety.
But I'm sitting here watching, bro.
We could do it like that.
It's giving me more than enough what I'm seeing to say Bud bet the box Canelo like he doing Madrimov. Bud was moving this whole fight. He better continue to do that. with
Yeah, he used
Canelo.
his legs. He used his legs, but I don't think he got to do that with Canelo. I
Counter
think you
right.
mix it up. I think you mix it up. A little bit of that. Did you watch Canelo's fight with John Ryder?
No. I watched it that night. Yeah, you know I'm a Canelo fan.
No, I don't want to get him any what do you call it? Copyrights. We save that for over there in the casuals corner. I drive our cars. That's the ghetto of YouTube. These guys over here, they monetize. They're legit. You know what I'm saying? Everything is janky over on the casuals corner. I done got so many copyright strikes. I don't even care. So I'll play anything over there. But over here, we got to keep things on the up and up. Keep everything suave, everything cool. You know what I'm saying? Well, my channel though, I play anything because, like I said, I've got copyright strikes. I had to do go through the whole policy thing just to get restored and all that. I'm being dead ass serious. I travel calls. I can't tell you how many times they done kick me off of YouTube. They done kick me off for like 2 weeks at a time, week at a time. Couldn't even post nothing. So, but over here it's different, man. It's real professional over here. This is the professional. This is the professional space. But over there, like on my side, yep. It's like the boxing boom boom room. You know what I mean? Like anything goes down over there, man. I mean, it depends. I drive old cars. It depends on the what's name. Depends on the broadcaster.
I'm keeping it a buck, yo. I'm keeping it a buck.
Because I tell you what.
They fought in the stadium. That was packed.
Yeah, that was a BMO. That was BMO Stadium in Los Angeles.
Bud was hitting them with some stuff. They slowed it down.
It was a nice, what's the name? It was a nice turnout.
Catching them with some combos.
That John Ryder fight, though. John Ryder had my man Canelo gassed by the middle round.
Put it like this.
The physicality.
We came from that Bad Girls fight and Glen Burnie that Miss Sticky and them do, where they got headphones if they win. They got what else they got? Belts. When we did the Red Line Bar and Grill, Miss Nikki event, and we left there and went to the gym. Let me tell you like this. We sit and watched it. I ain't gonna get no names of the select ones that watched it with me, but I'm gonna tell y'all this. A couple of them was looking at me saying, look at Squeeze. He worried. His boy getting touched a little bit. I can't name the guys that said that, but I'm gonna tell you like this. The ones that said it to me, they know they're boxing. And they
familiar with Madrimov,
they seen the variation in my face. Me on the edge of my seat. And I ain't been like that on the Bud fight for a long time. I'm just going to throw that out there. I'm just going to throw that out there. Don't do no name calling.
Yeah, Madrimov, though, if you know how Madrimov generally fight, what punch he's usually looking to land, how he usually set it up, that man was in check. That man was on his best behavior. It's like, I'm going to sneak that little right hand in there every now and again. I'm going to break rhythm and throw that in there. But I ain't really think it was that.
Bits and pieces, though. It is what it is, man. I know what the hell I'm watching.
But what I'm saying to you is if you ever seen Madrimov outside of that fight, and also before the Virgil Ortiz fight, that is generally not how he fights. He's not this overly cautious, 1,000,001. A lot of times he wasn't even fainting. He was just trying to just look to just establish some type of rhythm. I'm just talking about based on tendencies from previous fights. Even the one prior to that, the guy that he fought, Kurbanov.
Yeah.
I've never seen Madrimov go into a fight and then only throw 20-something punches in a round. Never seen it before. And that's what he did for the majority of the fights. And the reason why I asked you if you was watching the full fight is because sometimes the highlights can be deceiving because they're showing you all the punches that were either landed or something that's hitting on the glove. They're not showing you the whole fight. Just like how many times this man had to reset just based on him just putting something out there in front of him when he's trying to establish his rhythm. All you got to do is watch Madrimov's feet in that fight. More often than not, before he threw a punch, he did the same thing with his feet. Rhythm step, rhythm step, rhythm step.
He did.
It's the same thing that got. It's the same thing that got Manny Pacquiao knocked out cold. The rhythm step be getting guys bodied sometimes. Shout out to Barry Robinson who coined the term. And I feel like with Madrimov, there was a little bit of extra credit given to him because he simply didn't get knocked out. A lot of folks are saying, well, he only had 10 pro fights and nobody ain't never really heard of him. And
your
we
screen
just
froze, or you ain't moving. One.
Hold on, I might have to reset it. But we seen what Bud did to Errol Spence. So the expectation was, he's about to just come out there and just knock Madrimov out off the rip. But he made it 12. On the surface, it looked competitive.
Oh my God. Oh God. I think
he did. He was resetting the whole time I drove up quiet. He did land some good right hands.
Did a fabulous job.
Between.
He did a fabulous job. He gave Bud problems. He gave Bud problems, man. Bud could not figure him out to get him out of there. Bud is a finisher. And he couldn't finish Madrimov. I don't see him finishing no Canelo, man.
Because Madrimov didn't open up. When you look at the variety, you look at the most of you looking at you look at the most of. No, what I'm saying about opening up is he wasn't throwing anything where he was going to hang himself out to dry. Every time he got hurt to the body, he held on. He was smart. But he wasn't opening up like that, not like he was doing versus other opponents. Like, hell no. If you look at the majority of Bud stoppages, it's generally when somebody's opening up. When he stopped Sean Porter, what was Sean Porter doing? Opening up. He hit him a little push and pull. He stepped the reins, got Sean Porter to overcommit. He took a half step back, drilled him with the uppercut, put the hook behind it. Same thing he did to Jose Benavidez Jr. Same thing he did to when he dropped Errol Spence. How he dropped Errol Spence? He caught him overcommitting. Terrence Crawford, seldom do you see him just walk up to a guy, just drill him with a shot on the chin, and he either drop him or get him up out of there. It's generally when somebody is opening up. And for a lot of the fight, Madrimov just would not budge. He kept his output as minimum as possible. That man was not taking chances like that. And it was smart. I don't even knock him for it. It was smart. But by the same token, it ultimately ended up bit him in the rear end because he didn't do enough offensively to get his hand raised. We could feign all day, but you also got to do something. You gotta do something outside of an occasional right hand. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put some substance with that. You gotta put something behind that. Otherwise, it's just a whole bunch of feinting, you know. And that's what he did for the most part. Land a couple right hands, but and you know, once again, I do not knock the man. I do not knock the man for minimizing Bud's opportunities. Not mad at it. Against Canelo, though, the one thing about Canelo, I think Canelo is very good at what he does. And I feel like his game plan is generally in full effect when he's got a guy that's docile. When he's got a malleable guy in front of him, somebody that he could control, because Canelo is like a sheep herder or like a damn cowboy with a lasso. If he could keep you contained, like we seen with a number of guys, like
Let me
Jamel
ask y'all
Charlo,
this
you
in the
feel
chat.
something,
Let me ask
he
y'all
gonna
this.
control you.
Let me just ask y'all this, as I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say, but y'all got y'all. That's cool. But I'm telling you what I see. If Triple G couldn't get Canelo out of there 3 fights, or like really hurt Canelo and daze him, Bud not gonna be able to do it. He's not gonna be able to do it. He's not going to be able to do it.
That was
man.
the version of Canelo however many years ago, though. And anything is possible. The great George Foreman got one of the best chins of all time. He only been stopped once.
I'm just keeping it a buck.
He only been stopped once, and it wasn't by the biggest of punches, though.
Than me. You know how much flack I took for 2.5 years, the Earl Spence Bud fight? I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm giving him my say, hey, if I'm wrong, Bud, knock him out. Good. I'm happy for Bud. But y'all failing to realize I'm speaking on what y'all saying. Y'all talking like Canelo ain't shit. And that's not what is going to happen, man. It's not what is going to happen. I'm telling y'all, man. Yeah, that third fight was aged out, that third one. I agree with you on that, but still, he was in there with a heavy puncher for, you saying he was, the older they get, the stronger they get too, a lot of them guys.
Man, I just realized what was on the screen, man. Congratulations to Darryl Hopkins.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing. I hope I get there one day. God bless him. Nah, Canelo is a Hall of Famer, man. This dude is one of the best of his generation. There's no doubt about that.
Canelo said he not gonna beat me. I'm not letting him beat me. That's what Canelo said. That's what he said.
And I respect it. Canelo should be saying that.
In other words, Canelo, like, I'm not letting nobody come up from 47 and beat me at 68. Never fought nobody. That would be a total embarrassment for Canelo.
I mean, depend on who you ask, Depend on who you ask. It wouldn't be an embarrassment to me because they both men. And Canelo himself is not the biggest 168 pounder. The man's about 5'7". It's not like he's this massive dude. We're not talking about a David Morrell, David Benavidez, or Iglesias, like one of them dudes at 168, 6'2", probably cutting down from 200 and some change. Canelo's a dude that started his career at, 147? So it's not like he's the biggest 168 pounder himself.
I'm just trying to keep it. I'm keeping it real, y'all. I'm keeping it real.
And
ain't nobody bigger of a Bud. Nobody more big of a Bud fan than me. Ain't nobody, but I'm being honest about my boxing tape. That's all I'm doing. I'm not personalized me liking Bud. I'm looking at the facts that I see how this fight gonna play out. The important factors that's gonna factor in to the how this fight gonna play out. Do the grind hard, what it do? Make sure y'all smashing that like button, y'all.
Yeah. But I don't know if I would use the Madrimon fight as a gauge because Canelo don't move like that though.
No, Bud gonna be Metrimorph in that fight. He's not gonna stand there and let Canelo pound on his arms. Bivol said it took him 2 weeks to lift his damn arms up at the for Canelo. Canelo, Bivol, go back and watch the Bivol fight. How Bivol was tagging Canelo up. I thought he was gonna get Canelo out of there a couple times during that fight. I was on the edge of my seat.
I didn't think that. I wasn't close because I mean, just watching Bivol, that's just not really his nature. Bivol be pissing me off sometimes with that squeeze because I remember watching that fight with Lyndon Arthur. He hurt him bad to the body around the 11th. He just let him off the hook. But that's just not Dimitri Bivol. He's a smooth operator. He's not a killer like that.
He didn't have to be. When you got a big guy that can move and have reflexes, remember early in the chat, technique, speed is power. And he was touching Canelo with some shit. And I was cringing. I'm just keeping it a buck. I was just kidding. And Canelo, that fight took a lot out of Canelo. I don't care what nobody say. That fight took a lot. Canelo was redder than a damn firecracker after that fight.
It was a lot of pace. Bivol had some rounds. He was throwing upwards of 70 punches in some of them rounds. That's not a pace that Canelo want to work at. Canelo, he liked to control the guy in front of him so he could just take his time. He be on cruise control a lot of the times, honestly.
Yeah, well, that's definitely that's a good take. That's a good take.
Hit a guy with a shot. Once they under control, then he just walk you down, move around, throw a couple shots to the body, hit you on the arms a couple times. Rinse, wash, repeat. Do it over and over and over again. You do it over and over and over again. Would I be surprised if Canelo got stopped? Yeah, but the way I see it is nothing is impossible. Like I was saying a couple minutes ago, the great George Foreman. He been in there with some hellified punches, man.
Stop it.
Ron Lyle, he said Ron Lyle, that was the hardest he had ever been hit. He ain't getting knocked out in that fight. Been in there with Joe Frazier. Didn't get knocked out in either one of those fights. You know who stopped him? The one time he got stopped? Muhammad Ali. Guy who's not known for as a knockout puncher. Muhammad Ali got what, a 60% knockout ratio? It's respectable, but he ain't like Ernie Shavers or somebody like that. You never know in boxing. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. You right.
Just like it could happen to Bud too. It could happen to him.
That's gospel right there. But we just talking in hindsight. We talking on the surface of ability, smarts, ring generalship, and hindsight. We just making a hypothesis, an educated guess. That's all we doing. But anything can happen. Canelo right there in front of Bivol. Round one.
Yeah, but either way, Mike Remy got stopped.
First punch. Look, he going on the arms. Canelo going straight to the arms. Soon the bell ring. What Bivol doing? Jabbing up high, jabbing. What Canelo do? Throw that left to the shoulder. Oh, damn, Canelo ain't threw a punch to the head yet. First 6 punches to the arms and shoulders. Methodically breaks his opponent down.
That was a Mean Machine. Kavalaskis.
He defend that jab. He'll flash his jab just to get in. Look, Bivol keeping that jab in his face. Bivol like, I don't even want you nowhere near me. Look, oh, he coming down. Yo, throw his body shots on your arms, yo, like a hammer on a nail, yo.
Yeah, because he did that versus Callum Smith, and then ever since then he been employing that tactic in every fight. He had the contusion on Callum Smith's arm.
I'm gonna add that to my arsenal. That's where good Jesus Christ. Yo, that's crazy. Bivol threw 35 headshots. Canelo just threw one at his face and threw 30 body shots. Wow.
Oh snap! We got Wish Devin Haney in the house. What up, Timu Dev?
Man, ain't nobody talking about that fight. We talking about something else. We ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about none of that. I ain't even gonna mention the name. We talking about right now. We talking about Bud and Canelo. We're matching them up. That's what we talking about. And Joshua and Jake Paul. What's your take on? I'm not answering none of that. We talking
Joshua
about
and Jake Paul.
If they not talking about what we talking about, we ain't talking about it. What's your take on Anthony Joshua coming over here trying to dictate some narrative? I've been a Canelo dead ass. Ant, what you got, yo?
On Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua?
Yeah, champ.
Get that money, man. You know how I feel about these guys getting paid. I love to see them getting paid. Get the money. If it's available, make the money. Anthony Joshua, he's how many times has he been heavyweight champion now? It's been a few times. Multi-time champ.
3?
About 3? That. I know he
About
had
3?
it, lost it, got it back.
He ain't put together no real good strings, have he?
Anthony Joshua, he on the slide, he got a really good resume though.
I ain't saying nothing about his resume.
No, I'm saying though, he got a nice resume. You know,
everybody but would they wanted to see him fight the Bronze Bomber?
Deontay Wilder. Yeah, but I could live without that.
Not me. I needed to see that. Eddie Hearn said he messed up with that $50 million bag.
I could live without that because this man, if they was around, he fought him. You know what I mean?
Bivol Bivol just threw 8 punches at Canelo on the rope. Canelo was turning and said, "Come on."
Win, lose, or draw. Win, lose, or draw.
Look at the neck on Canelo.
But hey, I say get that money. If they're gonna pay him handsomely to do it, get the money. Jake Paul, this is an opportunity to legitimize yourself. Hush any critics. I'm not sure if you saw what's going on with him right now, but he's not failing the criticism. Addressing people that say that his fights are fixed, they rigged, they fake. He's trying to prove that he's out here in real fights. So you go in there with Anthony Joshua. No stipulations on him. You know what I mean? And if you make it up out of there, hey, win, lose, or draw. I would have respect for Jake Paul. Even if Jake Paul went in there and got knocked out, that's a live guy right there in front of him. That's not a Tyron Woodley or Nate Robinson, the ghost of Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. You know what I mean? Anderson Silva. He'd be legit. And then for Anthony Joshua, I mean, the way I look at it, it's no different than the Francis Ngannou fight, right? Francis Ngannou had that one fight. Francis Ngannou had that one fight. Anthony Joshua fought him. So why not get this Jake Paul fight? Get that money. Get paid. As far as oh yeah. What do you think about this though, Squeeze?
What, champ?
If you look at Canelo's career in terms of his upper body movement and everything, it just is his mobility in general. Around 2018, he had knee surgery. Like around the Triple G fight. He had arthroscopic knee surgery. If you ever seen him in training after that, dude always wearing
I
knee
mean, I
sleeves.
might have, but
He
I
was
didn't
wearing, like,
even know he
compression
got
sleeves on
surgery.
his knees. So
I
we
ain't
got
even
this
know he got
theory that you could kind of break up his career into those two halves, pre and post.
I could see that. I could see that at the arthroscopic surgery, a change up in mobility, and that's very detrimental to what you're used to do. That part ain't gonna work the same. That part ain't gonna work the same. I definitely could see that. That's the laws of physics. But he was still able to continue because by him breaking his opponent's bodies down, he he made an adjustment. That's a good point. Who got hands? Brooklyn, New York. That's a good observation. I drive old cars, and that gonna play in Bud's favor.
Yeah, that William Skull fight is difficult to gauge. It's like, was he disinterested? Or is he hampered by bad wheels? You know what I'm saying? The wheels need a little WD-40. Either way, you go back and you look at fights like the Lara fight, and that dude was moving a lot. And the way that he was able to track him down, way different than what we're seeing now. Ooh, I'm back in HD. I had my ashy video on for a second, but now I'm back, man. Crystal clear. I just got propositioned by Bill Haney. Squeeze, he said, if I come out there with a turban on and scream, "Let's go, Dev," $10,000. I told him to donate that money to the kids in the Upton gym, and we got a deal.
Nah, man. That's much love there.
The kids need it, man.
Yeah. I prayed that I did have hit a Mega Million or Powerball win or a nice scratch off. That'd be the first thing I do, man. That'd be the first thing I do.
Mac, man. When I was in first grade, my school bus driver, he hit the lotto, and he took all the kids on the bus to McDonald's, and he quit the next day. I never forget. Dude named Mac. I hope he's all right. I hope he's doing all right. Said Skull could only win by KO. Yeah, and they threw around the same. I mean, I think they landed around the same number of punches I drive called. That's the thing that was so crazy about it. It's like, how the hell is the score so wide? But there wasn't a real separation. There was no separation. You think so, Mike Ram? I hope so. I would love to see a great performance. I'd love to see a vintage performance from Canelo. That would be awesome. I would love to see a vintage performance from Canelo. The way I see it is the better version of him and the better version of Bud, we get a great fight. No, I'm in the what's the name? I'm in the Rize podcast mansion. Right here. That's the Steinway. Oh wait, hold on. Over here on this side. Wait, which side? This side, this side, this side, yeah. See the Steinway over there? It's the Rize podcast mansion. My guy Senior Cobbs, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Interstellar himself left the key under the mat. Now I'm in here with Squeeze, chopping it up with y'all. But I hope Canelo is in great shape. His conditioning is through the roof. He has a fantastic game plan. And the same for Bud. I want to see a really good fight. And I want it to be worth our while. And I'm going to give both of them credit. For real, for real. Whoever wins gets the credit for me. I'm not going to look at it like, oh, well, you know, Canelo was old and washed up and the Bud cherry picked him. And I ain't going to look at it like Bud was too small. He came up. Now, whoever wins, they get props from me. These guys put in way too much time in preparation. They put themselves through, you know, weeks and weeks and weeks, months of sacrifice. Canelo gonna be juiced up. I mean, the juice ain't gonna improve your decision making. You know what I mean? You still gotta be able to get the punches to the target. Still gotta have a game plan. He said he'd be popping them addies. Man, but I'll say this though. He's had some close ones. Like I rewatched that Austin Trout fight. That was a pretty good one. Watched that recently.
Austin Trout fought him real. Early Landy Law and Austin Trout really gave a blueprint. We know what Floyd gave. With a blueprint on how to beat Canelo.
You think so, Mike Rim? You think this would be the worst loss of his career? Is it based on Bud coming up and weight? What got you feeling like that?
Everybody entitled to their opinion, man.
Oh no, for sure. I just want to know.
Everybody.
For me, it's not even about it being right or wrong or right.
I'm just curious. One thing I've learned about social media, though, you know, it's social media. It's a collab of people on here. It's just like if you would be in a auditorium, a setting, everybody ain't gonna like what you do, your body or work. And when the show let out, you might have some people say, yeah, I enjoyed the show. Some people like, I don't know what you watch. And then some people like, you don't know what you seeing, you know. So when people come over and get their opinion on, it's cool. But we see Fight Night, who gave the closest and best assessment. That's the only thing we really, you know, that we moved in the right direction. But like you said, anything can happen.
Yeah. I just try to remain open to that. Just possibility. Probability is a different thing. How likely something is to happen, you know, we going based on history, track record, things that have been proven. You know what I mean? If you got the preponderance of evidence to support your claims, then yeah. But that's the beautiful thing about boxing. It's volatile. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
Guy mess around, get hit on the temple. Next thing you know, his leg is going. You be like, damn, I
Yeah.
didn't see it happening quite like that.
You right.
Somebody get injured in a fight, mess around, hurt a hand in like the third round. Now they got to stop using it. Shoulder injury could happen. Turn an ankle.
You right. You stating facts on that. But
Somebody
that's
could
what
get in the
makes it.
ring and deal with
That's
what do you
that's what
performance
makes it
anxiety.
exciting.
Yep.
That's what makes it exciting. The unknown. That's why you got sports channels. That's why you got all the big networks commentating fights. People go to school and college and to get trained, to be comfortable asking the athletes what should they do in the second half and so forth. A ponderance of sports. You're going to have your narrators, your analysts giving their take on the best way they know how with the information they've been given.
I hear you. I hear you, man. I hear you. Cause I like hearing those moments too in between the rounds when they ask the coaches, "Hey, what are you seeing, coach? What you want your guy to do? What do you need him to do?" That's always interesting.
What you putting together, Richie baby, like a trivia question, and whoever answer it, a boxing trivia question, that'd be nice. And whoever answered the trivia question first wins the prize. That'd be nice.
I got a book written by who is it? Bert Sugar.
Well, you need to get with Richie too. Yeah, you need to get with Richie. Yeah. Get with Richie and that way he could put together some quiz. Y'all gonna put together some quiz questions. That'd be nice to see who the real boxing fans and historians are. All right, closing arguments. I gotta get up for work tomorrow. I gotta pay bills.
To answer Winston real quick. I think he's really good. I think he looks sharp. I like his skill set. I think he's going to be able to give some of these bigger guys problems because he's sharp. We see what's going on with Usyk right now. He's pretty much giving these big guys a whole lot of headaches because they're not used to dealing with that type of speed and precision, angles and footwork. So I think that Moses Tuma, giving some more experience. He's supposed to be getting up in there with Dillian White. I think he's going to be really good. Closing argument, same thing as always. Small things, all things. What's easy to do is also easy not to do. And it would be an absolute crime and a disservice to the people in the chat if I did not leave them with some of the special effects. You know what I mean? We got confetti for the people. Wait, hold on. So we could do this the right way. All right, boom. We got some confetti for the people. Some fireworks for the people. And last but not least, shout out to the GOAT moderator. Everybody out there. Where the hell? Where's it at? They don't want to cooperate today. Come on, don't do me like that. Oh, there we go. Boom. Peace.
All right, Ant. All right, y'all. There we go. Great show, man. Appreciate y'all coming in. Got my own little special effects rolling in the background. Grace Rose, Squeeze, and Ant. I'm a first timer. Well done, gentlemen. Who got hands? Oh, man. Appreciate that, man. First impression's always a good impression. You know what I mean? Give up some little stars for y'all. Who got hands? BKNY, Brooklyn, New York. Show was fire. There you go. Show was fire. We was smoking tonight. Let me hit y'all with some stars. Bling. Right there. You got it, son. There you go. You too young to know about this, champ. You still a baby, son. There you go. Little special effects. All right, y'all. Love you guys, man. Great show. You know what I mean? Always a pleasure. We chopped it up. I went to the Wikipedia. You know what I mean? Let me give you this, young man. Let me give you this. Take this to school tomorrow and show your teachers. This show was on fire. Yeah, take this to school tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, we took it to the lab, man. As we always say, appreciate y'all guys. It's the Rize podcast. Coach Squeeze, aka the Smoothie King, Coach Calvin, Limp Ball Swami, all access, Senior Carbs, Richie Baby on the edits, and our brother affiliate station, Ant McQueen. As we always say, peace and head grease. I'm in full effect, Melody Queen. You right. I'm out.
Some say you forgive, but don't forget it. Now you know how we do. Lock that back door, don't let no one through. I told Michi in these streets ain't no rules. He say, cause all this life we ain't on with this. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah, yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, then we them niggas. And now we rich now. We got money. I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up from nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young rich nigga.